So this is our presentation in SED 123, but let me introduce myself first. My name is Daisy Chol Kawilan, and we are gonna talk about how languages die. But we are gonna focus on dead language and extinct language. So languages is considered dead simply when they have no more native speakers, even though they may continue to be used in some way. So examples are the Latin language. So Latin language is dead but still used for religious purposes and administrative purpose in the Vatican, and also it is still used in some way. Examples are also the Hebrew language. And Miss Kayla Gordolan will explain about extinct language.
Extinct language, on the other hand, are languages that are considered extinct when no living person can speak them. Sumerian is one of the examples of extinct language. There are types of language death, and the first one is the gradual language death. It is the most common way that languages appear. It happens when speakers of one language come into contact with the language of a higher prestige.
Come to top language death. So it is wherein language ceases to be used as a native spoken language but continues to be used in a certain context, normally in a formal religious or ceremonial and literary purposes.
Sudden language death. It occurs when all or almost all of the language speakers suddenly die as a result of disaster or violence. As an example of this took place in 1830s in Tasmania, when virtually all of the island's native inhabitants were wiped out by European colonists during the Black War.
Radical language death. So it normally happens very rapidly and normally happen as a result of political repression or under a threat of a violence. So examples are if two languages that suddenly died out were Lenca and Kakaopera.
The leaders of some country want one language to be dominant and to replace all of the others because they will promote the unity of their country. On the other hand, language is a part of a culture. So when a language dies, part of that culture dies. And a unique way of seeing the world dies with it. Linguistic diversity has been on a steady decline. And of the present nearly 7,000 languages on Earth, nearly half are endangered.
Some endangered languages are finding new life through revitalization efforts, which require that the language first must be recorded and documented, then learned by new speakers and also by enthusiastic and motivated community.